Sapoops, Malaysia and Singapore are brothers. We learn from one another, maybe sometimes a little bit too much. And no bro, Bak Kut Teh is absolutely from Malaysia. But okay lah. We learn and we don't judge. But for today's video, I think we have to judge lah, huh? Because our Malaysian Quran stepper now got Singapore edition. Sapoops, yes, there is another Quran stepping case. I first saw it on Threads where people started sharing it, but it turns out it is in Singapore. The police has already taken action asking Meta to get rid of all the posts one after another, issuing disabling directions, and if you actually try to look for it, you'll be pretty hard pressed to find it actually. The Singapore government has come out making press statements like what you see right here with K. Shanmugam, Muhammad Faisal Ibrahim and Syed Harun Al-Habshi talking about how this is what happened, someone made a police report, we sent the guy to jail, he has done it before, and he may very well be a Xiao Lang. Well, Shanmugam might not have actually said it in those exact terms, but yeah dude, I don't know what he was thinking about, I don't know what was going on through his head, but yup. And as if that's not disturbing enough, he uploaded it on his own personal TikTok account, but we'll say more about that later. The guy who did this is apparently called Elvin John Baptist, which if you think about it, it's a very interesting name. And clearly, it's a very offensive action. Doesn't matter whether you're in Malaysia or you're in Singapore. Doesn't matter whether you're a Muslim or you're not a Muslim. Because you just don't go around insulting other people's beliefs like that. If they're not harming you, they're not going out there trying to force you to convert or something like that, then just let them believe what they want. It's not like it's gonna harm you or anything. I mean, if it did, then maybe you can reevaluate the conversation, but for all intents and purposes, we have plenty of very normal Muslim neighbors and friends out there who don't have any issues with practicing their religion, don't ki xiao, unlike you who apparently decided to go out there and step on the holy book and step on the feelings of all those people out there leh. But you know, I looked deeper into this case and I actually found like some pretty disturbing things along the way. I mean, remember that plot twist about how apparently Ryan is a Muslim according to Firdaus Wong? If you believe Firdaus Wong, well, there is a plot twist in this case as well. First of all, in the same spirit that Ryan was apparently a mualaf, well, apparently Elvin John Baptist was a Malay named Mustaqim bin Zakaria, and he legally changed his name over to Elvin John Baptist so he can, I don't know, be like a voice crying in the wilderness or something like that. But yeah, there are other sources out there that actually affirm that he is apparently Malay. But yeah, it looks like in this case, in Singapore, the Quran stepper was Malay. And next, apparently another interesting fact, but the guy wants to join the IDF Israel army to support Israel war in Gaza, Lebanon. And amongst other things, he's really obsessed with this so-called Sabah girl. He's going to Sabah KK to meet this girl to book one day. I have no idea who the girl is, but that is what he's saying. And last thing, as we know from what Min Shan said earlier, he was living overseas and the police were going to interview him after he came back. And there's a very high likelihood that if we are on the money here with our OSINT, then he is actually currently based in Malaysia. Yep. So that is the Singapore edition of our Quran pijaking case. Kind of a different story, but kind of weird that both of them started coming out at around the same time. I don't know if it's gonna start a trend or something like that. I hope not. But the authorities probably want to go out there and catch the guy who went out and reposted the video again. I don't know if they're gonna be double arresting Elvin John Baptist or whatever his name is, but the Singapore government responded very quickly, which again, I want to say is actually pretty impressive. It's very different from what you have in Malaysia, where if you just literally go and Google the name of the holy book that was stepped on, you can literally see pictures of a foot on top of it, here, there, and everywhere, all over Threads, all over Facebook, all over the place, to the point that it might actually be more common to see feet pic featuring Ryan Salva than it is to actually see the contents of the book in the first place. So yeah, it's like very, very cowboy at this point. And it's starting to make me think that actually the Singapore government cares more about protecting religious dignity than people in Malaysia actually do. But yep, I do think that with the two governments' responses, you can really just see who is more on the ball, who has been doing more in order to resolve the problem here and there. I wouldn't say that the guy who did it in Malaysia was sane and this Singaporean dude is a xiao lang, cause I think that both of them are xiao langs. But yeah, it's good that action was taken, and it should be taken. Whatever holy book it happens to be out there, doesn't matter whether it's the Quran, the Bible, Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Mahabharata, whatever it is out there. Let's not go out there normalizing insulting other people's beliefs. But anyways, boobs, this is what's happening. So what do you think about that? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. That's all I'll say about that, and bye.